In professional sports, teams constantly either redesign their uniforms or introduce new logos or introduce alternate jerseys or even special event jerseys or throwbacks or you name it. It could be a change as minor as a striping change. It could be a slight tweak to a logo or a collar. But when teams redesign or introduce new uniforms, usually they will go through a myriad of different designs. Some are only ever seen on a piece of paper, and others are actually made into uniforms. And once a team unveils any new uniform or new primary uniforms, which I'm referring to home and away, well, by the time a team, unveils a new uniform or a new redesign, they have gone through a myriad of different other designs that they've considered. Usually teams will go through dozens, if not hundreds of different looks that they consider before coming up with the final uniform design that they unveil to the world. Now, if you are like myself and you like to see the different designs that teams considered but ultimately scrapped and did not go with, well, welcome to yet another episode of the Prototype Files. So, this video today is actually a video that I want to dedicate to my subscriber, Sean. Now, truth is, to my viewer, Sean, and to all of you too, when I was getting ready to look at some photos for a video I wanted to do about the 2014 Winter Olympics, something else caught my attention. Turns out, when I was looking for images, I actually came across a mock-up of a pair of uniforms that Slovenia considered using for the Winter Olympics in 2014 when they were in Sochi, Russia. And instead of going with these, they actually ended up going with royal blue and a lime green color scheme, which I like because it is unique compared to other countries, especially in winter hockey, Winter Olympic hockey or international hockey. You know what I mean. But anyways, welcome to yet another episode of the Prototype Files. And truth is, here, I'll show you a photo here of what I'm going to be talking about today. Truth is, I had no plans on doing this because I didn't realize that this actually existed. But this is a real mock-up created by Nike, who still to this day makes all of the international jerseys for any IIHF sanctioned event. In fact, I know for a fact that Nike has actually been Canada or Hockey Canada's uniform manufacturer for basically 25 years now. So Nike's been in the game of international hockey jerseys for decades. So this is what at one point Slovenia almost went with for the 2014 Sochi Olympics, Winter Olympics in Russia. So if this looks a little bit off to you like a purplish color, it's actually royal blue with a navy blue mountain range design on the bottom, with the numbers being white with red trim. And on the front is the coat of arms from Slovenia's flag. And why don't I pull that up for you? And I just have to wait for my internet to have this pop up. And there we go. Sorry for the delay. So this is Slovenia's flag. And this is the coat of arms that's in their flag. And what Slovenia was planning on doing at one point was having that coat of arms on the crest of their home or designated home jersey with a slight mountain range design on the bottom, on each side, on the front and the back. And then on the front and on their white jersey, it was supposed to be a big mountain range style uniform with their coat of arms on the upper left side of the chest. So this uniform is kind of a crazy mountain range style uniform done before the Colorado Avalanche decided to get stupid in the 2020 Stadium Series. Now, sorry for being biased, folks, but that 2020 Stadium Series had some of the ugliest uniforms I've ever seen. But obviously I'm biased. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad for teams to try new things in the Stadium Series, but if you're going to try something new, why not try something new that's awesome? I'm sorry, I just thought that both of those uniforms were really bad. Not going to lie. So, truth is, I think this would have looked better than Colorado's 2020 Stadium Series uniform. And I'm not sure if everybody's going to agree with me. And if you don't, I completely respect your opinion. But notice on the sleeves, you had a little bit of mountain range style striping. Then you had the mountain range on the front where it went a little bit to the sides. And then the back was bare. Where the back looks like a basic practice jersey, the front has this big oversized mountain range design instead of a proper crest on the front. Then their home jersey would have been super, super plain with, what are those on the shoulders area, or on the shoulder area? They look like small star. I think those are actually stars from the Slovenian flag, and I'll go back to that image later on. Yes. The stars from the Slovenian coat of arms on their flag is what they were going to have on the shoulders. So the home jersey would have been very, very plain with, at least it would have had a crest on the front. And it would have had this navy blue mountain range on the front and on the back. And I must say, you know, although I think they could have had one of these two as a third jersey for the 2014 Winter Olympics, I gotta admit, I am not unhappy that Slovenia did not use these. I don't know about you viewers out there, but I find these exceptionally mediocre. Now, why don't we go and take a look at what Slovenia actually ended up using? See, they ended up using jerseys that utilized a word mark in lime green with stars from their coat of arms and a mountain range design around the waist in lime green and white with some lime green and white traditional stripes on the socks and a very weird decision to go with black pants. It stuck out like a sore thumb, but I must say, at least I will give Slovenia credit. At least these uniforms had a little bit of creativity to them. So, notice that the away jersey they wore for the 2014 Olympic Games in Russia, notice how they had a little bit of blue here on the upper arm area where their player numbers are on. And then the numbers were in lime green. And I gotta say, I like that Slovenia went with a color scheme that nobody else has in international hockey. There's another photo. And let's see. Do I have any more photos here? I'm going to see if I can't pull something else up. Just have to wait for this to load up. Let's see. If I can get this to load up between now and Christmas. Just bear with me for just a moment. I'm actually having a little bit of a technical difficulty here. Okay, there we go. So, there we go. I apologize for that delay, guys. But yeah, these are the home and away jerseys, the mock-ups of what they looked like. And, you know what I think they should have done? Slovenia should have had the coat of arms crest on the front of each jersey with some lime green trim around that. That would have looked really cool. But I must say, I like the idea of Slovenia having a color scheme in international hockey that nobody else uses. But something else I'd like to challenge Slovenia to do one day is a lime green jersey as an alternate. That would be cool. So there's a mock-up of the jersey from Russia. And there is an actual Slovenian jersey right there. So you notice a little bit of a design back here, right at the back of the arms, and a little bit on the other side on the back of the jersey. And the numbers look like they were kind of a silvery color with lime green trim. So Is this better than what they were considering in that prototype photo I showed you? In my opinion, absolutely. But I will say this, though. I would have much preferred seeing Slovenia use their coat of arms as the crest on their home and away jerseys here. That would have been so much better. But yes, what was I going to say? I found a photo here, and actually I do have it here for in my folder of international jerseys that truth is I'm getting ready to do another video about that for my subscriber Sean. But with these jerseys, I saw a photo of these on Google Images, and then I was actually reading an old article written by Aesthetics, and I gotta say, when he said that he thought it was really cool that Slovenia decided to try and be unique by going with royal blue and lime green, to Aesthetics, I gotta agree with you 100%. I mean, if Slovenia would have done this, yes, would their uniforms have stood out, especially that white one for, in my biased opinion, all of the wrong reasons? Absolutely. The white jersey would have stood out, and the royal blue jersey you see here would have stood out a little bit too for that unique design on the mountain range design on the back and front of the jersey. But, you know, they would have been just another blue and red team. And the fact that they elected to be unique and go with royal blue and lime green, I mean, although I could have done without the black pants and the white helmets for both the home and away jerseys. Okay, I see they designated the white jerseys as home jerseys. Okay, my bad. You know, I must say I'm glad and I tip my hat to Slovenia for doing something unique. It's nice to see another country do something that's a little bit unique from everybody else, because I find in international hockey, I think too many teams wear blue and red, which I understand why, but because of so many countries have blue and red in their flags. But, you know, it's nice to see teams do something a little bit different here and there too. That's why I really have always liked Latvia's uniforms, because they're the only team in international hockey that wears burgundy. And I love that about Latvia. You know, another example is that I love that Sweden wears bright golden yellow jerseys more often than not. And I also like sometimes when I see Germany wearing a bright gold jersey. I like that because it's different. It's a color that nobody else uses. Or sorry, that's not true. A color that very few teams really use in international hockey. So it allows them to stand out a little. I think that's great. It's either red and black, or it's red and white, or it's blue and red, and it's nice to see a team or two change things up. That's for sure. But with these jerseys here, it's too bad they didn't put the Slovenian coat of arms on the front of each of them. That would have made these even that much better. The word mark was a little bit mediocre. So that's one thing I like about the prototype better than what they went with. But this mountain range style jersey, yeah, you know what? It would have been a fun third jersey if they would have done that for the 2014 Winter Olympics. But honestly, am I unhappy they did not go with these? Not at all. I must say the royal blue and lime green is a much better looking color scheme. But anyways, folks, that's going to be a wrap for this video. This was a bonus prototype files video that I did not expect to make. And Sean, since I'm doing international hockey stuff and getting that ready for you, I figured I'd throw this extra bonus video in for you too. So anyways, guys, I hope you have all enjoyed this video. Which ones do you think were better? The prototypes here or what they went with here? I think what they went with here was much better myself. But I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on this video and what I just asked you there in the comments below. And until my next video, you guys, as always, take care. And as per usual, bye for now. And I hope you enjoyed the video. All right, take care.